Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a short video sharing some of my favorite core compression drills, starting with most accessible and kind of working our way through more difficult. So starting, if you have a smooth floor, socks are great. If you have a carpet floor, sliders are going to be pretty necessary for this drill. If you have blocks, that's great. They're not 100% necessary, but they definitely help you gain more leverage. So starting from a 90-degree seated position, just focusing on tilting those sit bones down into the mat and lifting the chest. If this is kind of the limit of flexibility, which sitting with sit bones balanced on the floor, flat legs, definitely can be a flexibility challenge for people, then you just want to stay here and working on lifting the chest and tilting those sit bones down into the floor and pulling the hamstrings back, if you can feel that. From there, if you have blocks, again, just working on this feeling of lifting the chest, pulling the backs of the hamstrings this way, towards the back of the room, lifting the chest, and tuck the chin slightly, leaving the shoulders going back. And from here, a simple drill would be to try even numbers, so lifting the legs, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then to top those off, I'll do 3 lifts. So pressing down the blocks if you have them, I'll do 1, pulling the sit bones back, 2, trying to keep your shoulders open, 3. So the action of lifting and drawing the feet back towards you, you are compressing the belly down to the thighs, and then you're using those lower abs to suck your femur essentially back into your hips, and you're moving that whole component behind you as you draw the thighs into the chest. So just one more. It's lift up and then draw the tops of the thighs into the belly and lower down. And so you might do like 3 rounds of that, 10 alternating lifts. In the middle, hit the 3 lifts. If that's easy for you, maybe that could be kind of a warm-up. And then if so, you can start from a lift, pull it back, and then you can do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, you want to focus on lifting the shoulders as much as possible, not hunching over. It's super tempting, even for me at this point. These exercises are pretty challenging for me too, and that's why they're so effective and why I want to share them with you. From there, there's a couple other variations that you'll see as your flexibility. If you have strong flexibility in your hamstrings, you can fold a little bit closer, and maybe with the blocks or without the blocks, you can move your hands farther forward. And again, as long as you're not hunching forward, you really want to be able to stay lifted, belly to the thighs. And then for a little bit more challenging core compression, you can be pressed forward for these. 3, 2, 1. I guess that's the last one. I always start from the right. And then ultimately what you're working towards is an ability to draw the core back, compress the thighs up into the belly, and then elevate the legs simultaneously. And it's pretty challenging for me, but we can go give it a shot. Compress the chest, lift the feet, 3, 2, 1, settle down. You can go ahead and work out the thighs You might get a little bit, especially in the tops of the quads, they're working really hard on this. You don't want your quads to work super hard. You want this to be coming a lot from the core, but ultimately your quads are contracting to help you lift those legs up there and then keep them held up. So we'll try one more lift. Try not to hunch over with my shoulders too much. Definitely a challenge. Always thinking about staying open there. So sometimes to help with that, I will, like I said, start in the compressed shape, hug the elbows into the body, and then basically I'm thinking about actively connecting the tops of the thighs to the underneath the rib cage, and then I'm going to focus on that connection while I'm here, and then I'm lifting it up. 3, 2, 1. So that's a short progression of some of my favorite core compression drills. Super helpful for anybody who's working on lower abdomen strength, and especially folks who do any kind of aerial inversions. Any combination of those will definitely, you'll be feeling it. Thanks so much.